Welcome! You clicked on this video because either you were sent here by a concerned friend, or you were curious enough about the franchise that you had to search for a basic guide. Well, you found me, someone willing to give you a basic rundown. This isn't going to be for the already informed or even partially acquainted, because there will be some sweeping generalizations that will leave the true fans cringing. But you aren't a true fan. At least, not yet. You're someone completely untouched by Pokemon, and you don't really get it. What's the big deal, right? Well, this video will give you a bit of a rundown of the franchise and at least let you keep up with your friends' conversations about it. And who knows? I may do a good enough job selling it that you'll be interested in further learnings. Enough of this intro though, let's get right into it. Pokemon is a franchise that has three major branches: cartoon, video game, and trading card game. While the card game is interesting in its own right, it's not the most popular of the branches. That being the case, I'll leave most of the explaining to the resources I've linked. All you need to know is that it exists, and it's fun. The cartoon and the games are where Pokemon really shines and where the majority of its fan base exists. We'll go over each of them in just enough detail to give you a look into what it's all about. Then, once I'm done, you can click on the resources for the interesting parts of Pokemon that I won't be going in depth about. The cartoon. And yes, I'll be calling it a cartoon because anime just means animation in Japanese, aired April 1997 in Japan and September 1998 in the United States. It centers around a 10-year-old boy named Ash Ketchum, who lives in the world of creatures that are called Pokemon, that have a variety of purposes, from working to being pets to battling each other. Ash, of course, wants to be the very best. So he sets off with his Pokemon companion Pikachu to collect the badges in his home region of Kanto. These badges are earned by beating, and in some cases helping, the gym leaders, the best Pokemon trainers in each city. Along the way, Ash makes friends, faces the evil Team Rocket, and ultimately learns to be a better trainer. This cycle repeats with each new season, with new friends, new rivals, and ultimately the same goal: to be the best. He's not super great at it though, having never really won any of the tournaments. The video game. Following a lot of the same beats as the cartoon, you play as a 10-year-old most of the time, and are given a Pokemon to begin your journey to be the best. You battle other trainers, wild Pokemon, your rival, and gym leaders, all leading up to your fight with the Elite Four, which are the best trainers around. Each of the generations of games has about 3 to 5 games in each. 2 companion games are released first, which are both required to collect all of the Pokemon of that generation. Generally, a few more games are released after those, which have alternate stories or Pokemon, and sometimes a revamping of an older game. So far, there are 7 generations, and a whopping total of 802 Pokemon. More, if you count alternates, megas, and Alolan forms. Yes, that is overwhelming, even for a veteran like myself. There are 4 real draws to the game for most people: the story, the completionist factor, the competitive scene, and the shiny hunting. What is shiny hunting? Good question. It's looking for alternate colored Pokemon that have about a 1 in 8,000 or 1 in 4,000 chance of showing up, depending on what generation you're playing. Pokemon was the bee's knees when I was little. Commercially, it was a huge success, and ultimately it got the ball rolling on an international franchise with their vast array of merch, games, spin-offs, and cartoons. This media empire has become a pop culture phenomenon that absolutely deserves the hype it gets, even if it's meant for the kids. If you have the interest, I recommend starting with the newest games, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, for the 3DS, the oldest cartoon, Season 1, and whatever cards or merch fills your heart's desire. As will become a staple for this series, more videos, articles, and interesting things about Pokemon can be found in the description, and now you know the basics. If you like this video or learned from it, feel free to subscribe and leave a comment about how I ruined the franchise by not talking about the depth of the games, typing, and competitive scene. Or press like and the bell icon to be notified when I upload. That's cool too. It does the same thing. Shows you care. Love ya. Bye.